Everybody, thank you for joining us again for another episode of the Pursuit of Purpose podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Chuck.
And today we have with us a guest, and I'll let him introduce himself.
I'm Paul Davis.
Paul Davis. That's it. Just Paul Davis.
Paul Davis.
Your shirt says Pauly.
It does. I've got a lot of names.
Yeah, your wife said that. No, I'm
did she? What's the last thing she called me? Listen, that might be in the question.
You stepped in the mud right out of the gate. Right.
Yeah, I've got a little gun shop down the road called Pauly Lead Slingers. It's kind of funny how I came up with the name. I say it's funny. It's funny to me. That's why it works.
Well, tell the story.
You want to hear it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't allude to it, not say it.
These guys approached me, 2017, right around there, 2016, 2017. And they wanted to start a gun shop.
Okay.
But I think they just wanted to start a gun shop because guns are cool or whatever. Everybody was already kind of getting real tactical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've got these threats that we do or don't know a whole lot about. And it was just the thing to do. They felt like there was some money in it, I suppose, because they didn't know much about guns. And so I'm no Smith or Wesson here, but I know a little bit about firearms. So they approached me, wanted me to get on their team. I didn't know. I went ahead. My wife says, hey, you might want to think about it. You partner up with somebody. Partnership's a sinking ship kind of mentality. And I was like, well, I'm a big boy. I've been hurt before. Let's see what happens. So I jump in anyway. We're doing we did some live videos. Me and this guy had some pretty decent little chemistry.
Right.
And we got kicked off Facebook quite often.
Really?
Get out of here, right?
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Talking about guns and
we did talk about guns.
Redneck stuff.
I think it's just American stuff, but
that's American.
Rednecks are American. Are there any like Asian rednecks?
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I want to grill with some of those guys.
You got to think about it. For instance, I'm not picking on this population. I admire them because they're some of the hardest workers there are. But if you look at the Vietnamese that do the shrimping business, man, I don't care what language you speak or how tall you are or what clothes you wear. Those are rednecks. Because have you ever seen what it takes to run a shrimping boat?
I have actually.
That is crazy.
It is.
Those guys are hardcore.
They get after it. I've actually met some, I guess they're Vietnamese, of Asian descent, welders. Dude.
See?
That's it's like, does that dude ever come out from under that hood? Anyway, so the welding hood.
I knew what you meant, but yeah, that's great. I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, man, we're 8 miles from B-Town. So, Jesus. Anyway, I'm showing my age now, I think.
That's all right. No, we're with you.
Anyway, so me and this guy, we got some banter going back and forth, and pretty decent chemistry, just visiting. We bouncing jokes off each other, making people laugh, ha, whatever, get a reaction out of folks, right? So things are going well. And then I'm really pouring some energy into this thing, and it's growing. The bank, their bank account's growing, but we've still got no business agreement. I'm just helping out, and it's all their stuff. Anyhow, I don't want to get too in depth on that. You asked me earlier what I didn't want to talk about. I'm just not going to talk about it.
Right.
Anyway, we cut ties, but we kept getting kicked off Facebook.
Okay.
Well, I needed a new name. I needed a new profile, right? Well, I was like, Pauly Lead Slinger. That's my new name. That's
your handle.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's my handle. And he wanted a cool name too, and he got kind of bent about it. He couldn't come up with anything good. I gave him one, and then he didn't like it because I think I gave it to him. Anyway, I wish him the best.
Sure. Well, we're glad you got the name. Yeah, and it's real catchy for a gun shop.
When we cut ties, I was like, all right, I did it once over there. I'm gonna go do it myself. I'm gonna go get my little piece of this market or whatever. And it was just a hobby out of the spare room of my house.
Right.
And here we are. It's no cakewalk, I promise. Because there's really not much markup in firearms, but
no, people think you're making bukus of money.
Right. Yeah. It's small town. I mean, I say small town. It's small business retail, man.
Yeah.
It's like those of you, anybody else out there that's got a small business, my heart goes out to you.
Right.
You got to be built different to make this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for everybody.
That
No,
is
it's
a
not.
fact. So where were you born, Paul?
I was born right down the road here in Beaumont.
Okay.
When was it? Women and Children's. I think that hospital got destroyed.
Wow.
So.
Once again, I'm old. So, yep, back in 70 and 5. So, yeah,
The year of our Lord.
when they pulled that covered wagon up to the emergency room, Yeah.
My
Anyhow,
wife was born the same year, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
She a cougar because you're way younger than
She
that.
actually is a
She's
cougar.
older than you.
She graduated from U of H. So she's a
Oh.
cougar in every sense of the word, baby.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, I was born a couple of months early.
Okay.
And back in 75, they didn't have all the technology they have now to be able to tell how good or bad things are going in there.
Right.
Anyway, but I was ready to be out. Got out. They threw me in the incubator. Nobody got to touch me for like 2 weeks or whatever. I'm like a chicken egg just sitting there under the heat lamp, getting dried out like an old chicken finger. But yeah. So
Sell it.
But so here's the thing. This is kind of interesting. My dad, who is still alive, he's living in Kerrville.
Oh, I'm jealous.
He was, I know, right? It's probably a little more crisp outside than it is here. A little muggy here. My dad told me this story. He says, I'm sitting in the waiting room and I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing here? I'm not ready to be a dad.
Right.
I don't need all this responsibility.
Right.
What was I thinking? And, the doctor comes out and says, I weighed like 4 pounds and some change or whatever. And that's premature.
Yeah, that's tiny.
Yeah.
Whatever. I made up for it.
Yeah, you did.
So the doc comes out and says he's not going to make it.
Man.
He said, right then, dropped his knees and just decided, you're fired, number one.
Yeah.
Give me a new doctor. And his whole world just shifted.
He became a dad right in that
He
moment.
wasn't, yeah.
That's beautiful.
He was saddled with the responsibility whether he wanted it or not. But all of a sudden he wanted it. Now, was he a perfect dad? No, absolutely not. Okay. But that little story always.
That's beautiful,
That
man.
is.
Well,
That
who
is.
among us
Thank
is
you.
a perfect dad? I know I'm not. I mean,
Not me. Maybe this cat. I don't know.
no, I'm mad.
As long as there was no film.
That thank you for sharing that.
Yes,
That's a beautiful
thank
story.
You. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, that's one of my favorite.
That is a great
childhood stories before I knew I was a child.
So you were born at a really early age.
Yeah.
I mean, we all
Not you. You came out with gray hair, right?
right?
But yeah, my parents I guess they thought I was special.
They found out how much a little
Special is
later.
a really broad term.
It really is.
It is.
No,
It is.
Whenever I was old enough to go to school, they sent me to a Catholic school here in town. I don't know if it's still around, Assumption.
Wow, I don't know either.
No, but
I don't never even heard of it.
Probably not. Yeah.
Wow.
So they sent me there till I got invited to not come back.
You were real special.
The nuns were tired of hitting my knuckles with rulers. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We
That's
have
great.
beat as much into this boy as we can.
I think you asked for my life story. I'm just giving you the.
No, that's perfect. Man. I think that's amazing.
I was hyper, right? I was kind of just.
Yeah,
I'm
still hyper. Yeah,
let's go.
let's go. Yeah.
And they just weren't ready to contain me the way that I needed to be contained, I guess. Or give me something to keep me busy.
Right.
The structure, I don't know what they were doing. They thought they did.
From Catholic school, how old were you when you got invited to not
To
return?
not come back. They refunded our last 6 week tuition.
Well, that's
It wasn't
good.
9 weeks in, it was 6
At
weeks.
least they didn't force it as a
Because
donation.
I remember my dad being like, well, at least we got the check back.
Right.
We got a refund on you.
That was 4th grade?
Okay.
That was in the 4th grade.
Okay.
Where'd you go
Was
then?
that 10? Went to Viter. Viter Elementary.
Oh my.
Yeah, they
That explains a lot.
it may, it might, it just might. So went there for a year and a half,
Okay.
2 years in the 5th grade, moved to Orange, and boom, I went from Viter to West Orange Star.
Oh my.
And it was fantastic.
Well, that's an awakening. isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. I only spent like a year and a half at Viter.
Okay.
So, I'd spent all this time over here in Beaumont.
Yeah.
So
You didn't really fit in over there anyway.
I didn't fit in anywhere, dude.
I can relate to that.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I wore some crazy stuff because I thought I was David Lee Roth mashed up with Tony Hawk, and
Maybe a little bit of NWA in there.
well, that came with the territory.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a lot of NWA.
I was there too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys in the hood. You know, you
Heck
take
yeah.
well, they say you can take the boy out of West Orange, but you can't take the West Orange out of the boy.
That's right.
Okay.
But you know, I thought I had a great life, man.
Yeah.
We rode kids in the streets in the
Heck
80s,
yeah.
riding bicycles, jumping skateboard ramps, and climbing trees, and getting into stuff we wasn't supposed to get into,
Right.
walking down the railroad tracks.
No other way to be. No other way to
I
be.
don't know any. Getting into
So-
conflict and handling it yourself.
Yes.
What were there a lot? Were you an only child? Did you have siblings?
No, I've got a sister that's about 4 years younger than I am.
Okay. Was she the favorite?
Yes.
I knew
But,
you would
yeah.
say that. I had a premonition. Being an older brother myself,
Yeah.
I can tell you that, she's the favorite also.
She, younger sister also.
100%. Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
So what was discipline like growing up
Heavy hand,
in your house? Get lots of whoopings?
lots.
Did she ever get a whooping?
I remember one in particular. We both got in trouble. We were both involved. And I remember we didn't get beat with a belt. We got beat with this. Trying to see if you got any on the floor around here. It's like this transition piece. Is this going to be like this?
The
Like a threshold.
the
yeah,
on the
yeah.
floor.
Yeah, and it's some kind of alloy, right?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Like you can't call CPS on my parents.
That's a good
No,
weapon. No, it's
So,
right.
anyway, it was about yay long, right?
You survived too.
It
So
had a couple little holes in it.
Yeah.
I think it made me a better person. But anyway, so my dad would be like, he would get that look in his eye and be like, "Go get the stick."
Oh, it had a name.
It did. The stick, which
That's great.
interestingly enough became one of my nicknames in high school. But yeah, it's probably just because I was tall and skinny. But I used to think it was because I played baseball when I was
Okay.
playing bat.
There you go.
Go with that.
Anyhow, yeah, just pick whatever makes
There
you
you
feel good.
There
Right?
you go.
He's go get the stick. Go get the stick. And he pulls back, and my sister starts screaming, just bloody murder.
Before contact.
Oh yeah, he didn't even broke the plank. Anyway, so I said, whoa, 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 and I jumped in there in front of him, and I took her ass with me.
Wow.
Yeah. And my dad was like, he didn't know what to do. He was at a loss. I think he was proud, but I think also may have screwed her up because she deserved it. But, there's that whole accountability thing.
Did it stick with her like it stuck with you that moment, remembering that event?
No clue.
That'd be a curious thing to ask
That would be an interesting conversation.
to find out. I mean, are y'all close? Y'all
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Yeah.
I can understand. I have
Yeah.
the same relationship with mine. So you said that your dad is still alive.
Uh-huh.
Where does he live now?
He lives in Kerrville, up in the hill country.
Okay. What does he do out there? Just
He's retired.
lives life and enjoys himself.
Man, he's not getting around real well these days.
Okay.
Yeah. But man, his faith is strong in the Lord.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
That's really
He's-
good.
He made enough mistakes, and then he got to a point in his life where he's like, man, how do I fix this? I think, and he there's been lots of peaks. Excuse me. He had lots of peaks and lots of valleys.
Mhm.
So the ebb and flow of life hit him, and it's just like, okay, what's more important here?
Yeah.
And but he's a good dude.
Cool.
He loves to help other people. Just he's a good dude. We don't talk often enough.
Yeah. What was he into? What was his work?
So he was an insurance salesman.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the building right behind us right now used to be Western Southern Life Insurance.
Okay.
And I've been in that building many times as a little kid.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, he was always top dog. He didn't run the office, but he ran the office based on his numbers and everything. He was just a hustler. He went out. He was, my mom called a workaholic, but he provided very well from a financial standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, we never needed anything. We wanted plenty, right?
Sure.
Like everybody else had.
It wouldn't matter
Ruse.
how much you had, you'd still wanted plenty.
Remember those shoes? Ruse
Yeah.
had the little pocket like a kangaroo.
Yeah.
We wanted those. We didn't get them though. We got the pack rats instead of the Velcro or the zipper. It had a snap, and those were from Payless, by the way. The pack
Nice.
They were horrible.
Real nice.
Horrible.
Yeah.
But whatever. They didn't believe in
I think
that kind of stuff.
I think I had Voights. Remember those?
Voight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. I had a basketball was made by Voight.
I had shoes that were Voights, the cheap, I think I got to Walmart. They
didn't spend money on that. And
No.
if you went in one of my daughter's closets right now, you would never know.
Same.
They've got more anyway.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So what about your mom?
My mom she lives in Orange County.
Okay.
She's still alive. She's still kicking. I see her every now and then. She'll stop by the shop, say hi. See her during the holidays. Dude, I've got 2 daughters, right? And my son's 27.
Okay.
But my 2 little girls are golly, Vivian just turned 9 earlier this month. And Ansley just turned 13. I got a teenager.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. But no, they keep us running like crazy. And then I'll clearly volunteer for too many things.
I can relate to that. 100%.
But there is nothing like being the dad of a teenage girl. Everything you thought you were sure of, it's all fixing to change.
It's all out the window.
All out. Well, right. Because your oldest is a son. That's a little bit different. But my youngest is my only girl. Boy, she hit the teenage years. It's weird. It's like you see the world completely differently, almost like you're militant. I mean, it's something, man. It's yeah. You'll enjoy it though. It'll be a ride.
Don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
Don't want.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. You want to use the NASCAR straps. You want both over both shoulders sucked into the seat really tight because it's going to be a ride.
I'll tell you, it's an interesting. It is an interesting thing to navigate. Being we'll just be fun girl dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm typical what you probably would think I'm thinking like I either need to have a gun shop or heavy equipment business or maybe a hog farm
or all of them.
Or that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You need different streams of income.
You need pets.
Right. Everybody likes
and it's fun to have a hobby.
Yeah.
And then you need your profession. So you can have your pet hogs.
Yeah.
However many it takes to eat a body quickly. And then
I didn't say that, by the way.
I didn't say, I'm just saying however many it takes. That's just a good number to have.
Yeah.
I think 3, maybe 400.
100.
Whatever. And then, a track hoe is a really wonderful thing. I know a guy with 2 thumbs that has a nice one, a good sized one that can dig a perfectly deep and well-shaped hole for a mannequin sized hole, to bury a mannequin. If ever the need arises, just call on your friend, So we've got that handled.
That's good to
So
know.
you've got the gun shop, equipment, and then we just need the pets.
Yes.
So
we can work that out.
Saw something the other day. This guy says, his daughter went on a date. And he says, he tells the boy when he walks in, hey, when you came in, I was going to be cleaning my gun. He said, so if you bring her back after 10 o'clock, just know you're going to get shot with a dirty gun. Yeah, I skipped that whole part of the process. Anyhow, where were we? Guys and girls.
I love the idea that when your daughter does get to where she's dating, you say, so what's your dad do? It's a gun shop. I'm good.
Oh, absolutely.
If a boy shows up with that knowledge and he shows up to your house, that may be a keeper because he's respectful but past all that intimidation. So I think that's going to go well for you.
Either that or he's just loopy.
Just loopy. Yeah.
Doesn't have a clue.
That's right.
But yeah, navigating this whole girl dad thing is interesting to me because I don't necessarily agree with everything my parents did. Like I wasn't. Just tell you this: my wife is comfortable talking to her mom about whatever, and has been. From the stories I hear, she was growing up. She didn't have a problem. She's like, yeah, Betty would talk to me about this, or I would go to Betty with that. And I'm like, really? You talk to your parents about that kind of stuff? No goes on for me.
No, not me.
No, dude, like there was no way. My dad, there's no telling where I'd be or what would have happened had I told him what was really on my mind back then, even though he already knew.
Right.
Yes.
I would assume he
You
did.
just operate under that.
Because I knew where my son's mind was.
Yeah.
And I know where these little boys, where their minds are,
Right.
that are, maybe wanting to ask my daughter a homecoming or whatever. And yeah, so I'm taking chapters out of her book.
Right.
And she's younger than me. Like no way do I look down to my wife, but I actually hold her up even higher because I'm like, man, you've got some information that I have to have.
Mm.
So I'm taking your lead on this one. I'm just trusting you to steer me right so that we do well with these girls. Your mama did pretty good with you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go. Tell me how I need to handle it. And it's tough sometimes.
Sounds like she's going to be that kind of mom. She already is, but definitely as they get older, start becoming older, older teen, now becoming women, and to have that bond with their mom, that's priceless. That's awesome.
It is.
I mean, your job is just to, like you said, contain. I just create an environment where that can happen.
Exactly.
That's all you really need to do. Call me when you need me. You be down the hall. What'd she say? Did she share anything? You go talk to her. Oh no, I can't do that.
Well, I do. Now listen, I go into her room every night, or almost every night. Last night I was rolling up a 20-foot, what do you call those big inflatable water slides? Inflatable water. It was in the backyard. My wife's like, hey, look, it's been up too long. Take it down. The grass is getting messed up. Yes, ma'am. So I'm out there rolling this thing up by myself. It's super heavy. So anyway, not being a punk about it. It just is what it is.
Yeah, fast.
So I didn't go in last night, but almost every night I'll go in there and I'll sit on the edge of her bed and just visit with her. Maybe cut up a little bit, maybe talk about what's on her mind or try to see what's on her mind. That's the interesting part. Mm. She plays volleyball. She's a cheerleader. She's in 7th grade, right?
Right.
She does a lot of stuff. Super athletic. I'm really proud of her. But we just have conversation. I just try to keep it. I don't go too deep. I don't go hard. Just try to visit with her a little bit so that she feels comfortable maybe one day coming to me with things that are important.
Yeah. Yes. And that'll happen. There'll be a moment. You're setting it up. It's gonna go great.
So we have a bunch of girls. We're not going to discuss the number, but more than what is acceptable, I believe. But we have a bunch of girls. So I made a practice a few times of this, and you may want to try this. I have lots of guns. Maybe not as many as you. I don't have a shop, but I have a lot of guns. My guns have their own little room at my house. But one of my favorites for display and for looks is my Desert Eagle 50. Mm-hmm. And it's a stainless one.
Okay.
So it looks really intimidating.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a piece of junk, to be honest with you. It's not my favorite, but everybody's afraid of it. It's what you get when there's a burglar hiding behind a refrigerator, at your neighbor's house.
Right.
And, you want to get to it. But so I walk out. This one time in particular, I walked out of my room with that gun. There's the boy in our living room. And I'm holding this gun, and I didn't point it at him or anything like that.
No.
I just walked over and I looked at him, made sure he got eye contact with him, made sure he saw it.
Right.
Then I set it down, just real calm, set it down. And I said, come over here and sit with me. I set it on another table. I didn't set it where I was going to sit. I set it over there. I said, come over here, sit down, let's talk. And I said, this is your first time in my house. You're going to take out my little girl. And she's going to always be my little girl. And I want you to understand that tonight, anything you do to her, I'm going to do to you.
I may be buying you a nice dinner. I may not.
So how this night goes may be how your next night goes.
Yeah.
So make sure you're respectful if you want me to treat you with respect. And
there it is.
His eyes were real big.
How old was your daughter?
That time?
At that point in time?
That one was 16.
That was 16.
That one was 16.
Yeah.
I was thinking 26 before first date.
Well, the parents were, I'm even at 16. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can judge me all you want. The parents were there of the boy.
Oh,
I wasn't letting her go. I don't care what anybody else says. My girls, I didn't allow them to go out like that
Right.
until they were much older, unless there was a parent
For sure.
on premises.
Absolutely.
They didn't have to sit at the same table. They didn't have to sit next to them.
Right.
They got to be there.
Look, everybody in this room, we were all little boys at one point in time. We've been there.
Right.
We know what goes on between these ears.
And even if the boy was a saint, let's just assume that he was. Well, the rest of the world isn't.
Correct.
And I know that a 16-year-old boy is not prepared mentally, physically, or otherwise to protect my daughter.
Yes.
So out in public, I'm going to err on the side of caution no matter what.
Right.
And I know that there are multitudes of predators present at all times. You don't know what's going to happen. So I want there to be someone that has a semblance of
ample
responsibility
security wherever my kids go.
Thank you. So that was how I justified that behavior. So
Absolutely.
if you wanted to use that, if you ever need to borrow that 50, if you don't have one, you're welcome to it.
What's the movie with 50 Cent and he answers the door?
No, that's Bad Boys.
Well, no, that's in Bad Boys too.
Yeah, Bad Boys too.
Oh, well, I mean also like TOO. It's in that also.
I was saying the same thing. That's it.
Like
Also.
number 2, where he goes in the garage with all these dudes. No, you're talking about whenever Will Smith.
Yeah.
Hey, who this? Yeah. Anyway, 15. You look 35 or whatever. Yeah. That dude's
one of my favorites.
Right. Oh, it's fantastic. But no, there's another one, 50 Cent.
Okay.
And he says, "Hey, come here." Brings him in the garage, and there's all these dudes that look like they may have just gotten out of the bin.
Oh man.
And he's like, "Up until this date, my daughter's safety and security and well-being,
right? I remember that.
has been my responsibility."
I can't.
We're gonna have to look that up later.
Well,
No, it's a solid scene.
Yes. And he's got all these like thugs.
Hard-hitting dog. Yeah. He's got some dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a great scene. Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, segue.
Anyway, and so we got Ansley. Golly, I'm saying name and putting all that information out there. Anyway, my oldest daughter, she's just balling all the time, playing ball. I love my latest love has been watching her play volleyball.
Nice.
Dude, it's just fantastic.
That's
7th
awesome.
grade A team up in Sylvia. Anyway, it's so much fun watching her get after it. And she's also a cheerleader, and that was my wife's passion coming up.
Okay.
And so she's had her in tumbling and everything since she was like 4, and she's pretty dang good at it too. Cheer's not really my thing, but I support all of it.
Well, we want to see our kids compete, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're not physically able, all right, pick up a horn, man. I mean, learn something.
Even if it's just against themselves and how good they were yesterday,
Yes.
still competing. We want to see them grow and achieve.
Yeah, that's I think that's where we miss a lot. But even in the school system, you talk about going to several different schools, is we've that's a good opportunity because we got a collection. All the kids are in one place. All right, well, let's put them in something where they're going to grow, not just stuff them full of information. And I wish a lot of times when kids come in for counseling and stuff, I say, what's your part-time gig? I know you go to school all day. What else do you do?
Right.
Are you a joiner? Join something, man. Something that's bigger than you. But sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're just lazy, and that's part of the problem.
That's a big statement, though, what you just now said. Go be part of something that's bigger than you. Go stand for something that's bigger than you. It ain't all about you.
That's right.
There's people are so selfish these days.
Yeah.
I say these days, it's probably been forever.
Yeah.
Right. But
you becoming aware of it.
Go be part of something, man.
Right.
Go fight for your team.
Right.
Go fight for what's right. Go support your neighborhood, whatever.
Yes.
Right.
And
I've encouraged people to look for I call it a silent service. I said, go volunteer somewhere. Man, once a month, once a quarter. You don't have to do it, every week like a job. But every now and then, you just give it away. Give your time, give your talent, give your energy to something. Call it a ministry, call it whatever you want, but at least have one. 2's better. And then I don't know that you have to do much more than that. Except just go make a living.
So, one of you just made me think about something. My absolute favorite Thanksgiving ever. I can't tell you what year it was, but
You know, it was after 75.
Anyway, it was after 75. It was between 75 and 2025. So, or 2024, because
We're narrowing it down. We're narrowing it down.
We're getting it within a 50, half a century at least. Okay. So
getting really close.
And anybody that knows me knows I like to eat. I mean, I even brought y'all
I know.
snack. So anyway, but instead of going and sitting down at the table and then getting up and sitting at the table again and then again, went and served at the soup kitchen down here.
Nice.
And dude, I felt guilty how good I felt about serving these other people. And it was not what I expected.
Right.
You know, you expect people to say thank you or whatever. But dude, these people, they might be embarrassed about their situation. They may be off a notch, whatever. But dude, just knowing that I went, just going and serving. And that was one of my, I say first taste. As an adult, that was one of my first taste of that. And it's been something that I knew I needed to continue to do, even if it wasn't going to be every day, like completely just spending my whole day doing that. It's going to be every now and then. And then that led me into, okay, well, if I want something done about the environment my kids grow up in, what do I get involved in?
Right.
So had some other people in the community say, hey, you need to be the mayor or the own city council or whatever. So ran for that back in 2018. And I know I've lost a lot of years in between there, but anyway, did that. And that's been an interesting thing. Mm-hmm. That is not what I thought it was going to be, but interesting nonetheless.
Right. Right.
Definitely learned a lot.
Yeah. Thank you for raising your hand, man, being a part.
I admire everybody who sticks it out there and offers himself up for public office.
Yeah.
Dude, it's psychotic.
I know a guy with two thumbs that's done it a few times.
Guy with two sons?
Two thumbs.
Oh, two thumbs? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. And God blessed me and kept me from those things. So I did the same thing, but I was protected from it. That's the best way I know to say it. And here I am. Something I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell you, if you don't mind, that came to me recently. I read a lot of books.
Okay.
A lot of books. And this profound statement was in one of the books that I recently read. And it was, a dad is the only man on earth that will actually want someone else to do better than them. And that's your kids.
Yeah.
The only man that those kids will ever know in life that wants them to do better than him is you.
What book was that?
What? Can't remember. I want to say it was one of the leadership books that I've recently read.
Yeah.
I go through hundreds in a year, like literally hundreds of books.
That's profound.
I used to say that I don't like reading books. I like going and doing things that people write books about.
Yeah.
You know, I think that was just how I wanted to be looked at. But
An Epic Life Lives by Paul Davis.
I will crack open an audio book on the way to work.
That's what I do is audio books.
Yeah.
And I put them at 1.5 speed.
I can read.
I know. I believe you. You don't have to convince me. I believe you.
When we do small groups for the church at my house on Wednesday nights, I love to read. I even like when it's in red, because that's what Jesus said.
Oh, that's
I'll stand up. Yeah. Oh, I'll stand up. My voice will change a little bit, and my wife's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Sit down."
Dramatic.
I'm like, "No, man. Whenever Jesus talks, you got to get up.
You got to add some bass to it and give it the gusto." Right?
Yeah, bringing the storm.
Heck yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. So when you were a kid, what'd you want to be?
I wanted to be a professional baseball player. Actually, early childhood fireman, because I wanted to ride on the back of the fire truck.
Okay.
That was it.
I can go with you on that.
And then I was like, well, they ride on the back of the garbage truck too. So maybe that's not. Now, also, my dad said, hey, whatever you do, be really good at it. Don't half-ass anything, right? If you're digging a ditch, picking up trash,
that's right.
You be the baddest son of a gun on the crew.
Right.
Pretty soon you'll run that crew. So, professional ball player.
Okay.
That just didn't happen. Then I wanted to be I should have done that. I say I should have, but I've been super blessed, and my life would have been completely different had I followed through in joining in the U.S. military. But yeah, I wanted to jump out of airplanes and do bad things to bad people.
Nice.
It sounded like it was a great idea until my mother about had a mental breakdown. And then my dad's like, hey, I support what you want to do. Also, don't want to see you get, screwed up
Right.
one way or the other. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? My two leaders, my two people that I look to, there's a lot of uncertainty here. And then they're like, hey, we'll figure out a way to pay for you to go to college.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. We'll go to college.
So who was your biggest, as a kid and a teenager, early in life, who was your biggest mentor?
My coaches.
Okay.
And I don't think they knew it. Or if they did that, a funny way of showing it.
What's a fascinating thing you
Because
say
this was
that?
back in the early 90s,
Yeah.
right? When you could actually coach kids. You could go push them,
Yes.
shove them, and
Hit him.
That's right.
talk to them the way they probably needed to be talked to. Yeah.
Say things that their mothers don't need to hear.
Right.
Yes.
So we're both coaches. I've coached baseball for over 20 years.
Oh.
And now I, do life coaching and things like that.
Yeah.
So we can completely relate to that. And, in team sports, the coach is not really just coaching the sport. He's teaching kids, giving
Yes.
kids tools
Yes.
for life,
Yes.
because that's what sports are. They're a vehicle to develop skills for life.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Dude, I'm not going to say the whole thing, but somebody was talking about the reason we sign our kids up for sports is not to get them to the big show.
Right.
It's so that they learn how to work with others.
That's right.
They're out there, they got a little fitness involved, they're being active. That's
Right.
healthy.
Right.
But really just working together, learning a process.
Yeah.
Because processes are super important.
Sure. And like you said before, being part of something bigger than themselves.
Yep.
But if you're could be individual sport, could be a team sport, but just right fertile ground for personal goals. I know when I coached basketball for years, so kids would come in. I had, I don't know, probably about 8 or 10 drills I'd run them through, but we'd be over there with clipboards, just measuring where are they. And then at the end, I'd have an individual meeting with each player. I said, basically, here's where I see that you are. Now, where do you want to be? Of course, they all want to be at the top of the chart. I go, that's fine. I said, how you going to get there? And then that's when that's the learning.
That's when you start stretching that brain.
There you go. And so we would come up with a plan. So stuff that they could do in their driveway. You don't have to do it when you're here. You can do that at home.
Right.
You bring it back. And so, it was just teaching them how to be men. It was all boy sports. Teaching them how to be men. And I loved it. I just wish I could make a living at it, but I loved it.
Right.
So, God, we don't pay a lot of good mentors enough. And now it becomes so commercialized, and it's kind of sad. It loses its luster. That's why I like the little sports, like little league, little dribblers, and all that, because they just want to play. And if they learn a little something about themselves in the process, and we're all winning. Everybody's winning.
Right.
If I can just get those parents to understand.
Hey, some of these fundraisers blow my mind. Anyway,
Yes.
And I'm probably going to step on some toes here, but that's okay. I'm used to it.
They can move their feet.
I can
It's
take the
fine.
backlash. I'm not afraid of the smoke, as they say.
Right.
So I had somebody ask me if I would do a donation, having a gun shop. If you own a business, they think you're just making it rain, right? And
Thank you. Yeah.
it might be raining pennies. But they're like, hey, listen, we're doing a fundraiser and blah, blah, blah. And to be just completely transparent with you, I wasn't listening very well when they pitched me. And I thought maybe a family member had breast cancer or something, not to be taken lightly. But somebody was in need of treatment or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, listen, we got big hard side coolers and my logo all over it. And man, I got a cool shotgun that's pretty popular right now. And I'll throw some hats and t-shirts in there. And I'll take some pictures of it and send it all to you. Dude, it was a fundraiser for a group of cheerleaders.
Yes.
A group of and this wasn't like
Sucker.
yes, no, friggin' like Tootsie Pop right here. So they and at the same time, I'm forking out more money than my wife will tell me about, or we're forking out.
Of course you are.
To
I
pay for
understand.
my daughter to go to compete against probably the same cheer team.
You're helping raise money.
And I asked my wife, I was like, hey, you knew how much this was. They tell everybody how much all this stuff is and could be when you sign up, right? Like they know what they're signing up for.
Right.
She's like, well, yeah, I knew it was going to be expensive. I just wasn't going to tell you about it. I'm like, okay. She said, because I don't want to hear it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Just honest and straightforward, right? So let's be honest and straightforward. If you sign your kids up for something, go do a little research.
Yes.
I mean, unless you just want to be out on the corner slinging hot links every weekend, that you're not playing ball or doing tumbling or whatever it is.
Right. Go.
I get people all the time. They come in, they're like, hey, we're doing a fundraiser. Cool. What's it for? My neighbor Jim, he had to have his foot cut off. Now he's disabled. Oh, well, hold on. Let's see if we can pull something together.
And that's a real cause there.
Right. Okay. Or
that's not something somebody signed up
somebody
for.
coming in and, hey, my kid's on the Louisville Slugger team, and turns out we're pretty good. So we need a trip to Orlando, and then we're going to go to Venezuela and play their all-star team, and we need the airfare. And I'm like, hey, man, guess what? It's full price. It's full price. I'll throw in the transfer because it's for the kids. But it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Let's be responsible for the. Anyway, I'm not perfect. I make some mistakes, but man, I'm not going and asking for something that.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So how'd you meet your wife?
Man, that's a pretty cool story. I was on. What was the name of that golf course? I don't know what it is now. It used to be called Rabbit Run.
Oh yeah.
Iron Oaks. Yeah. Me and an old friend of mine were out there playing golf after work, and I get a phone call from a gal that's no longer with us. God rest Laura's soul. She was just a friend of me and a couple of my buddies, and she was like, hey, what are you doing? I said, I'm on the golf course. We're just out here drinking a few beers and hitting some golf balls. She was like, come to Chula Vista. You remember Chula Vista on 11th Street, right?
I love that place.
Yeah.
The sign was still there for a long time.
The big sign's still there.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I know. I've already, who owns it? Anyway, I do.
It'd be cool to get it.
And I want it. And he told me I could have it. I just got to get it down.
Awesome.
Anyway, I don't have a place to put it, a good place to put it. I did, and then something fell through. But anyway, she says, come to Chula Vista. I got a girlfriend that just went through a breakup, and we need to cut up, right? We need somebody to make us laugh, and you're just goofy enough to do that, baby. So said, be there in a minute. We finished up that hole, said, hey, I'm out. Go to Chula Vista. And she's sitting there, and dude, she would not look at me. Oh no, she didn't give me. She was like looking everywhere but at me, and I'm like, this girl's something else. She's hot though, People ask how I like my coffee. I say hot, strong, and a little bitter, and that's what we had right there in a woman. So I was like,
you wanted a cup of that.
So look, I saw her. My first thought was,
that's great.
Man, she's hot. My second thought was, I bet she can't cook though.
Uh-oh.
I was wrong.
Oh,
I was wrong. A woman can cook. Good Lord.
awesome.
Yeah. You ever want the best beef tips around? You don't got to go down to the local soul food place. You can come over to my house.
Nice.
Jeez.
Nice.
So that's how we met. And then I had to chase her a little bit. She's younger than me.
Okay.
And I hit her up about something. I was like, hey, you want to go do this? And she said, why don't you call my brother? And I was like, what? I don't want to go out. I want to go hang out with your brother. I mean, he's cool enough cat, but no, I want to hang out with you. She was like, I'm busy. Oh yeah, she put me off a couple of times.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she played hard to get.
And you're persistent.
She's worth it. I had to,
Yeah.
and I don't quit. Like I'm not a quitter.
Right.
If there's one thing I suck at, it's quitting. There's probably some things that I should quit, but
Right.
I'm just not real good at that,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
resemble
So
that.
met her, and then one day we're driving down the road, or I'm driving down the road.
But she finally gave in, obviously.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how that actually worked out. Oh yeah, I said, hey, look, I want to buy you dinner. Why don't you come hang out? Whatever. And it just kind of started going. And there's there's some funny stories. Maybe I can tell you over a cold beer one day. But later on, we're driving down the road, driving down Prutzman, actually right here in town. And she said something. She's like, hey, look, if you're not serious about this, then we need to just go different directions. Okay. And we might be 3-4 months into seeing each other.
Wow.
But she didn't want nobody playing around, she's just not interested. So I went and bought a ring.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, oh, you want serious? I'm not going to ask you to be my girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah, we're just going to put a ring on it.
That's great.
The favorite singer said.
So, yep. Not my favorite singer.
No.
Come on.
I used to admire the looks of that singer, but
yeah,
I'm not even sure about that anymore.
Yeah.
But so what year did y'all tie the old knot?
2010.
2010.
090410. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Right.
You got the whole date remembered or memorized and everything?
Yeah.
9/4/10.
Yeah, it was Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
It was whenever we planned the wedding. And she had 7 bridesmaids. So I had to go find 7 guys that were willing to not go to the lake or the beach or wherever for Labor Day weekend. But no, all my buddies showed up. They all showed up. Some of them complained a little bit about the timing.
Right.
But we had a great time. And when we left the church, it wasn't a church. They played Footloose on the way out, and everybody danced on the way out.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
Cool. It was cool.
She got that. She got the wedding she wanted to. Good.
I hope so.
Sound like she did.
She got the marriage she wanted.
There's that too.
I don't know. I'm not even real sure about that. Jury's still out on that.
Maybe she's just holding it out.
That's what I tell her now. I'm like, hey, look, I'm not perfect. I'm still working on it. I'm just, man, if you're not chasing something, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, I believe in that.
Yes.
I believe in that. People, we talk about this, pursuit of purpose. We talk about it all the time. And I get the question from time to time, what's
the point?
What's the point? And I'm like, well, the purpose is not really the point.
No.
The purpose gives you direction. The pursuit is the point.
Yes.
Yes. So
it's a lot like, what are you capable of? What's your potential?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's endless. It is endless.
Right.
We don't know. We have no idea.
We'll never know.
There's no limit.
But if you're not chasing it, you're never even going to get close, and you're going to regret. Regret's a horrible thing.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I do regret some things, but regret's a horrible thing to live with.
Well, you are chasing what many would consider to be the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
You are operating an entrepreneurial endeavor. Your gun shop and everything. So what's your favorite thing about owning your gun shop, owning your own business, being an entrepreneur? Being
able to leave and go. I've gotten it to the point to where I don't have to be there every minute we're open, right?
Right.
So being able to leave it, if I need to go leave it the shop at 4:00 and we close at 6 to go watch my daughter's volleyball game, or if I need to go, my wife needs something right away. I'm to the point where I've got employees that can handle the business, but being able to be there for my family, because I heard all these horror stories and I saw some of them in action to where, the kids are sleeping under the desk. Heck, I've had my babies laying on a sleeping bag in the shop with their head on a box of ammo, nice pillow, and catching a nap because they had to be there because I had to be there, kind of thing. But thank God we're to a point now to where we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And I can haul butt and go take care of my family like I believe that they should be taken care of. That's the number one thing, is the freedom of having your own thing. Now, that also means that I'm shackled with a whole lot of responsibility that sucks. Things that I never wanted to handle.
Yeah.
That all the businesses have to do, right?
Right.
So that part's not fun. I try to hire as many people as I can to handle those things for me, but that gets expensive. So
yes.
Right. Well, like a good CPA or someone like that. I mean, I couldn't do what I do without somebody that's got that kind of wisdom, because I can't keep up with all that. Too many changes, but it's necessary.
Yeah, no, it is.
Things like that. And I was just talking to the guy I'll do my retirement plan through yesterday. We had a good little chat, and I thank God for him, because I could do it, but why do I need to do that? I can hire that guy, and he's good.
He's going to be better than I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to have to go learn a whole new trade.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm sure you get a lot of folks that come into your shop that, some are experienced, they're collectors, they've used a lot of weaponry, but there's probably some novices that come in and that gives you a chance to teach.
I love that.
Yeah.
I do. I'm passionate about that.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a need for, when people come into a gun shop, some of them come in and you can spot them a mile away whenever they think they know it all. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to blah, blah. Okay. You got those guys. You got the guys that know a whole lot about something and they come in and I will listen to them because I'm going to learn something from this guy. I've learned so much from my customers. And then you've got the person that has probably wanted to go to the gun shop multiple times and avoided it altogether because they went into one and they got, what's the word? Intimidated. That is the word. They got intimidated because the guy behind the counter or the gal behind the counter is like, what do you want?
Or they're wearing know-it-all and shame.
Oh yeah, they hear the whole, that's not even the right, whatever. And I'm like, we're not going to do that.
Right.
These people need something and I'm going to provide it because number one, I'm serving them. And I believe that I was put here to serve to some capacity, right? Besides myself and just my family, I can go be useful to other people. And if I can make you feel comfortable in that process, you're going to be back.
Yep.
And that's a beautiful thing, Paul.
It is.
Keep going. I didn't mean
to. It's the golden rule, right?
Yeah. Well, since you brought it up, I'm going to go ahead and do it. We'll get back to this in just a second. As a guest on our show, I'm going to present you with a gift. This is a golden rule marble, and it's a custom-made golden rule marble that I had made just for our guests, and our clientele can purchase them. But this is, you are now a member of the Golden Rule Club, and you are challenged or charged with carrying that on your person at all times as a reminder that in every endeavor, you build it on the golden rule.
Dude, almost got something in my eye right now. This is fantastic.
So I'm going to tell you, there's a little bit of the golden rule that most people don't know. You probably knew that.
Knew what?
Say the golden rule.
Doing to others as you would have them do unto you.
Yeah, but there's more. Did you know the golden rule is a contract with a clause?
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. So the rest of it is the implied portion, and the most important portion, this is the crazy part, is do unto others as you would have them do unto you if, there's a clause, if the roles were reversed. And if you don't put the clause in there, it becomes selfish. But with the clause, it imparts empathy.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And you operate that way, the way you just described what you do. So who knew that there was a gun shop of the heart? I mean, that's crazy to me. Like I didn't expect that, in this interview today.
I've already swallowed the fact, God, this is the part I hope my wife doesn't watch, but I've already swallowed the fact that this is not going to make me rich. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's not the goal anymore. We're going to take care of each other. I'm going to take care of my family, and we get along just fine. Like the lifestyle my kids live is far beyond, just like what you said a while ago about, wanting your kids to do better than you, or wanting it. I'm the only man that's going to whatever. They're there.
Yes.
Okay. They're there.
I love that.
But when people come in, and I even worked with how they get greeted by my people. It ain't like, hey, welcome to Waffle House, even though I do like that sound.
Yes. But you're going to do more like the Jesus chicken. You're going to be like, my pleasure.
Yes. Yes.
No, that's what I tell my wife. He's like, when she does manage to squeak out a thank you,
right.
I'm like, hey, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, there you go.
Or anytime.
There you go.
But no, I hit them when they come to the door, man. I hit them with I'm just trying to be authentic.
Yes.
I'm not BSing anybody, man.
Right. That doesn't do any good.
Nope.
People used to tell me you're a great salesman. You could sell, ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves, to quote Tommy Boy.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Great sales movie.
Dude, no, I'm like, okay, so it turns out that I can talk to people a little bit, maybe too much sometimes. It happens.
People are attracted to authenticity. Though.
They are.
Man,
they are.
If you're not being authentic, then I can sniff it out too. You can definitely tell when it's happening. And then there's different ways you can, I try to get them to be real with me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that's cool and all, man. But what about this? You know, tell me about yourself, or I'll spot something on them. Man, that's a cool watch. I like those shoes. And then let them know it's okay to just be real.
Right. Man, that's beautiful. I'm glad to hear that.
Yep.
So, since we're talking about your shop, go ahead and tell people where to find you.
We're at 2592 Calder. Everybody knows where Rayo's Bakery is on Calder in Old Town, right?
If they're in Beaumont, but this show goes worldwide. So tell them where you're at.
2592 Calder, Beaumont, Texas, 77702, corner of 10th and Calder.
Okay.
It's Old Town. I can remember this shopping center's been there since 1935, I think, or 33.
Wow.
So long time.
It was the first shopping mall. They called it a mall back then, in Beaumont.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
One of the things built it for like 20 grand back then.
Can people order things from your shop?
Man,
online?
we can get whatever. You're asking some good questions, and I appreciate it, because yes, I have a website. It's paulyleadslinger.com. You can order that way. The phone number's on there. If you call us during business hours, we will talk you through it. We'll order it for you.
The phone number is?
The phone number is 409-293-0998. Okay. That number also accepts text messages. You can email us at what is it? Paul D. It's PAULD as in Delta at Pauly PAULY Leadslinger LEADSLINGER.com. Run that in slow mo.
Got it.
So yeah, we will do anything that we possibly can to help you figure out what you need. If you already know what you need, we'll help you get it done. We do custom work, custom build, Cerakote work, engraving, gunsmithing, the whole nine.
Do you have your own brand of stuff? I'm just asking because you have the shirt. Do you have merchandise like hats and things like that?
We've got hats, t-shirts, do koozies and stuff. I should have brought y'all some. I will get y'all some koozies, and I should have brought t-shirts. I just didn't know what you're been eating.
Fat size fat, whatever size fat is.
We've been on the meat pie
medium
diet.
for you. Right?
No, it's a medium fluffy.
We're about to go on the meat pie diet.
Oh Lord, I better get some triple X.
There you go.
Triple X shirts. Lord, we're just a bunch
Thank
of
you for defining that.
boys.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that.
That was our breakfast gift this morning from Paul, by the way.
I am working. I've got something in the works to have some of my own hardware.
It's good. Okay.
Hardware.
Good.
Nice.
So, what's your least favorite thing about owning your own business? You mentioned about some of the things you don't like, but if you had to pick the worst thing that you do or have to do,
the paperwork. It's just I enjoy building firearms. I like figuring out a puzzle. If something's going wrong, it's not doing right. You talk about that Desert Eagle a while ago. We got a Desert Eagle in 44 mag, and I'm telling you, I like it for all the wrong reasons. It's big, it's powerful, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not practical.
No, not at all.
It is not reliable.
No. It's heavy as all get out.
Dang, it's cool, man.
It does look cool. Don't get me wrong. That's why
They got me, man. Like,
I'm not
I don't
gonna lie
own
to you.
one, but I'll play with other people's stuff.
That's the only reason I bought the 50 was because I was like, that is the coolest thing. Like, there's not much cooler than a handgun. I've got a 50 caliber Desert Eagle stainless.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, there's nothing else. What am I going to, a bazooka? That's about it. I mean, like after that.
I do have an RPG rocket in the shop.
Nice.
You're killing me.
Yeah, but I don't have the launcher.
Right. Well, we can work.
And it's inert.
If you guys start mounting guns on something with tracks, man, we're going in a direction there. We're rolling up to the house. What is that? I bought a new gun.
Yeah, it's a toy, honey.
It's
Don't
a
worry
toy.
about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I had it on layaway.
Yeah.
It looks like an Abrams tank.
It smells like one too, but it's not. Honey.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
I don't even know it.
There may be laws on that one.
I don't know. Abrams had a tank.
It's speaking of laws. I mean, I presume probably more than most industries. Your industry has a lot of regulations you got to keep up with.
There
And,
are.
so that way you're doing it the right way, and that you stay in business and those sorts of things. And maybe your average, I mean, we're kind of gun enthusiasts, but your average purchaser may not even realize all the things you guys have to go through.
Yeah, and it's all kind of boring. I mean, just to be honest with you,
Paperwork wise,
it's one of those things that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Like whenever Governor Abbott, this was a couple of years back, he said, "Hey, look, we can have suppressors in Texas. You can do Texas-made suppressors. They just need to be marked made in Texas. They need to be made in Texas, and they can't leave the state. They won't be owned and possessed by a permanent resident of the state of Texas." I can't tell you how many people have asked me about this. Is it legal? Is it not legal? I want a made in Texas suppressor. So when I first heard, I kind of jumped the gun and I went and found a local machine shop guy that I like, cool cat, super smart, comes in the machine shop. I'm not your guy. He is, kind of thing, you know? And we sat down and visited. I said, look, they're going to do this thing and it's going to get signed and ratified and everything. And we're going to be, what do you think? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm ready. You say the word. I'll mash the button. Then I call my IOI with the alphabet boys. And I say, hey, listen, here's what I want to do. How's this work? She said, if you want to keep your federal license, which is a federal firearms license, FFL, then you need to operate under federal law. That's state law. So you still got to do it our way. So I was like, I had to call the guy and say, hey, man,
Wow.
it's a no-go on my end because this is how I feed my family.
The only way to do it would be a specialized suppressor, Texas suppressor shop only. Would that be the only thing they were selling?
You know what? And still, even at that level, they're you run the risk of, that's why you never see them advertised.
Because it's federal.
Because, yeah, and then they could come in and enforce federal law. And so then you're, you know,
Where's your
you're all
stand?
kind of
Where's your
upside down.
stand? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you did some consulting before you did
Well, yeah, I always,
investing.
she, listen, whenever, and God bless her because she puts up with me. And I know there's a lot of people that are probably worse than me, but whenever I'll call her, be like, hey, listen, she answers the phone. What do you want, troublemaker? Yeah. I don't know if that's actually my contact name in her phone.
You know it is.
I'm going to call her whenever she's in my shop next time and just be, you know, nosy.
See what it says.
Yeah. What are you calling me these days? And she's like, hello, troublemaker. But it's all in good fun. She's fantastic. I've heard horror stories and witnessed others. And she does a fantastic job.
Deal.
Well, I got a loaded question for you.
Okay.
Are you a success?
Yes.
Very good.
Yep.
I love that.
Sorry, I thought about it.
No, you actually answered really quickly.
Yeah.
Some people wait a lot longer. One of those, pregnant pauses where we don't know what's fixing to come out of their mouth. But no, you did really well. That's good.
Kind of
That's
pregnant.
good. I agree. I agree with that entirely. That you are a success.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious. Do you count yourself as a leader?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So what are the attributes of a leader?
Who's following you?
That's good.
I mean, that's one dead giveaway is, do you have anybody following you? And I don't mean on Instagram. Okay. Even though that might count in some circles. Okay.
Right. No, that doesn't make you a leader.
Who is coming to you? And man, this is a crazy thing. And it started happening, I don't know how many years ago, but people started coming to me and asking me legit questions. They wanted advice. I'm like, in my back of my mind, I'm thinking, why are they asking me for advice? Like, who am I? I'm nobody. I'm nobody, bro. But they legitimately need me right now. And they need the right answer.
Yeah. They
need something that's going to get them to point B, because they're point A right now. They're looking up at the bottom.
Right.
And so, I just had to, I danced around some of the stuff a lot of times to buy me some time to figure out how to handle that kind of responsibility. And what I found is if you go back to God, I'm a Christian. I'm a sinner first.
Absolutely.
But I'm Jesus is the man. And if you go there, if you're rooted there, you can't go wrong.
That's right.
And it's not an easy road to walk. I'm still I stumble all the time.
Yeah. You made mention earlier about how doing what you do, you're not going to be a millionaire or whatever. But I'm going to
I do play the lottery every now and then.
I'm going to argue with you a little bit because, this was in a book that I'm finishing today. It's called The 12 Pillars. But in this reference, the story of becoming a millionaire. Okay. So it's not about the $1 million. It's not about the millionaire status. It's about the man you have to become to attain it. And that's the process you're in right now. So it wouldn't shock me at all to learn that Paul Davis is a millionaire one day, and not that distant in the future. I really believe that is not at all outside the realm of possibility and likelihood.
I don't either. I really don't either. I may have said things like, "Oh, I'm never going to be rich doing this,"
Well,
it's not about. How to say it is about the money because I need a job. Otherwise, I'd just be still doing this as a hobby out of my house or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, money's a factor. Okay. But what quality of life do I have really for my family? What am I providing for them?
Right.
And then my customers come after that. I'm taking care of my family first, guys. I know y'all are important, but my family is right there in front of you. What am I providing? How am I serving? So I'm rich in many ways. I am filthy rich in many ways.
There it is.
So I'm going to say something even further, though. I'm going to argue with you again.
Come on.
So I'm going to say that as a Christian, and you are one, I am as well.
Yes, sir.
Chuck too. Your family is one of the highest priorities. But what you're showing is that you are becoming a better man every day. And that is your first priority next to God, so that you can serve your family and then your fellow man. And that's really what you're doing.
Yeah.
You have focused on self-improvement. And that is what will attract all the other wealth that you want, need, and deserve. So I commend you for that. That's big.
It'll affect you give and affect you gather.
That's right.
The only inside, for sure. I can't give people what I don't have. I can give them what I do have. So I had this argument with people, light argument. I said, right under God, who's the next in the list? And they'll name their spouse and their kids, and I'll say, okay, so where do you come in? That'd be down the list somewhere. I go, wrong. You should be at the top. That's not selfish. That's self-care. Because once all that's going well, you just have nothing but just shower for all these other people.
Kind of like when you're on the airplane, right?
That's it.
They're giving you the safety meeting, a little briefing before you take off in this metal tube in the
Put
sky.
your mask on.
Yeah. No. Put the oxygen mask on yourself first, and then you can help some other people.
That's right.
It's like if you're dead, you're no use to anybody.
That's right.
On this plane, at least.
And they have to say that because our natural instinct is to put it on our kids and all that. But then your kid lands in Dallas without a daddy. Okay. I mean, you have to explain that to people because it is very much against what we've been taught. But so us as coaches and kind of in pursuit of purpose and other areas where we're able to have influence, that comes up a lot. And you could see people cringe because it's not, they were raised to put everybody else first until they're bankrupt, until they burn out, that there's nothing left. And so it's good to get to influence people to get that reclaimed, So I do have a question for you though, because you've tried so much, you've gone through all with sports and all the other things all the way up to today. How has failure been your best asset?
Learning from it.
Yeah.
Like reflecting on it. And I didn't get, I didn't get good at that exercise until I was probably in my mid 30s.
Yeah.
Because I had to, this sucks to admit really, but it's real. I didn't want things to be my fault.
Gotcha.
So now I don't think anybody.
No, I think you said a mouthful.
I think it's human nature that people, no, that wasn't me. It wasn't me. No, let me help you with something. It was you, because if it wasn't your fault, then you're screwed.
Right.
Because if it was out of your control, there is absolutely nothing you can do to fix it.
That's exactly
You're just stuck, dude. You're done.
Right.
You're done for. And but yeah, looking back and saying and feeling the burn, you know, saying, hey, this hurts, but that's exactly what it was, owning it, you know?
Right.
That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm coaching somebody is to get that. You have to get to this moment. It takes a little work, but you get to this moment, and I'll look at them and I'll be like, "You're the problem, and that's the good news."
Right, because you can fix it.
Because if you're the problem, you're the solution.
Yes,
that's right.
Until you become the problem and own the problem,
right,
you can't fix anything. Just like you're saying, when everything is not my fault, then you're just a victim.
You're screwed,
That's
man.
all you are, just a pitiful little victim.
You're just handing your power over. Yeah, I used to use that the ratio phrase. It's kind of silly and corny, but I'll say own 51% or more of the problem. That and therefore nobody else has power over you. You have power, and otherwise you're giving it away. So
go corny.
It's
corny, man. No, it's great because what you did was you faded all that heat. They didn't have to take all of it. Just 51% of it.
None of it. Sadly, I've been through marriages that didn't make it, and when people ask, like, "What happened?" I said, all I can tell you is I take 51% more of what happened. You know, they're thinking like, what did he do? You know, I said, it doesn't matter what I did or didn't do. Right. If I don't own the majority of it, then somebody else got us here. Now, and that was an over 30 thing. It took me a while to get there.
Yeah, me too. Mine was over 40, bro.
But I'll keep it as corny, though. I'm cool.
I saw the opportunity. You said that one right up.
I did. You're a baseball player. You didn't hit that pitch. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was meat hanging over the plate. That was a steak just hanging.
It literally is going to suspend in midair like on a tee.
Like a beach ball.
Like a beach ball, man.
So, man, it's been an honor to have you with us on the show today. Thank you for sharing your time, your life, your journey with us and with our audience. I believe there's a lot of great inspirational content here. It's been great. You've kept it real. You've been honest. Is there anything that we didn't ask you that we should have?
Probably.
Can you think of anything, any nuggets of wisdom or experience that you'd like to drop on the audience?
One of my favorite adages is, and this was Doc Watson. You know Doc Watson? Doc's a local guy, man, and he's a good dude. But anyway, he said this one time to a group of alphas, okay, and he says, and he was helping us a lot. He said, I cannot control events, and I have to hit the table. If Doc sees this, he'll know why. I cannot control events, but I have total control of how I respond to them. So that's something that I cannot believe how many people needed to hear that I've talked to. I'm like, hey, whoa, come on, man. What are we doing? From my children to people that I looked up to.
That's right.
That were just losing it at the moment. I'm like, hey, whoa, come here. Let's go over here. Hey, man, what can we control right now? What can you control right now? You can't help that, man. So you're going to have to figure out a way to let it go.
That's good.
Let's go focus on what we can do.
Yes.
Anyhow.
That's leadership.
No, I love that. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that.
You called me beautiful a lot today.
I said that's beautiful.
Oh, my bad. That was wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, I did.
Those makeup
hair and
really good, but not that good.
We're beautifully corny today, man.
Yeah. So, as we get to a close, there's a couple of questions that I ask every guest. It's a tradition.
All
but
right.
Chuck, is there anything that you'd like to know?
No, just thank you, Paul. What a pleasure to get to know you, man.
Yeah, it's good getting to know you too.
Thank you, and just appreciate you just bring in just the maturity of all that character, all that life living, all the ups and downs. But to put it, even if you put it in a shop, it gives you a venue, and so people can come in. But it's really about what, like you said, it's about the character. It's not the products. Products are going to sell. I can sell product, but can I influence? So appreciate what you're doing. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good luck with the teenage girls. No love loss here, man. I did my time.
We're gonna be fine, man.
Yeah. Got my trophy. I'm good.
Well, yeah. Good luck with that. Don't call me for advice because anything I'll say is probably going to be bad advice.
Well, it'll have to be in person too. We can't do it on these phones.
Right.
No.
Right.
No. It's out in the woods where
He's
nobody.
digging a box. Not a box. A hole.
For a mannequin. We're just going to
Yeah.
a mannequin.
For a dummy.
Yeah.
That's what we used to call them.
A dummy. I like that much better.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two questions that I traditionally ask every guest.
Okay.
They're my favorite questions of the whole show.
I like the sound of this.
The first of which is, if there's anybody out there listening to this and they're inspired by your story and they would like to take from you that inspiration and parlay it into a business like yours, What advice might you give? Biggest pause of the show.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of different things. It depends on which facet of the business we're talking about. You know, somebody's wanting to get into this industry. It's but really the battles are the biggest battles, the hardest battles are that of any small business, in my opinion, because I've thought about applying this in another area, and I don't know that it's special to the gun business, you know.
It may not be,
but man, you just have to keep fighting. Whether it's getting up the next morning or if it's getting up out of your chair and go get yourself busy. I remember, like I said earlier, looking up at the bottom, you know, you're in that spot. It's like, we got a new bottom here, you know, but that's just because I'm better than last time. And I'm like, all right, what do we do? Well, what do I know to do? Go get my hands dirty. Go get after it. Get on the phone. Go rush something up. Go run a video. Put yourself out there. Get in front of somebody. Go do the right things.
There you go.
Just make sure you got right on your side.
That's good.
That is good.
That's good. Never quit. Keep going. Stay active and stay right.
No, that's
right.
You talking about corny. I mean, look, I came with the most generic stuff you've ever
That's
heard.
good, though. It's profound.
Don't quit. You know. Yeah.
But it doesn't change. Those are universal. That's good stuff.
It's still profound, no matter how many times it's been used.
Yeah, whether it's a kid in a uniform on the field or a business owner, it's the same concept. It doesn't change. And but once folks embrace it, man, I don't think they know success yet until they do.
You know, they used to say, or people would tell me, you got to sell yourself first, and that part was always easy. I had a sales gig, right, for a long time, like 20 years. It was straight commission, and it was not. Anyway, it was interesting. And he was like, sell yourself first. And then he went back and listened to some of my conversations that I have with customers. And he said, man, you've got a $5 million personal relationship, but a $10,000 sales relationship, business relationship with them. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. You know, I used to have a big problem with I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. You know what I mean? And then it didn't serve me or them. It didn't help either one of them. As long as I was operating from right on my side, as long as I was doing the right thing, as long as I'm being morally between the lines,
right,
and I'm telling you the truth, then it's okay to be bold.
Absolutely.
That's really important. It's okay to be bold. Be confident. Be authentic. But man, stand your ground. When you know you're right, drive it home.
And see, that's a little better. That's not as corny.
That wasn't.
Be bold. Be bold. Yeah, be bold.
Be authentic.
As long as right is on your side, stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what you're doing. Be bold. That's good. That's good. It goes really well with never quit. But
somebody already used that one
a few times. So this is my all-time favorite question. Okay, it's the final question. It's how we close the show. And so if you could go back in time and talk to your younger self, let's say you at about 17, maybe even 18, but about 17, young, full of piss and vinegar, know everything, but know nothing.
Yeah.
But you could give yourself some advice, and that's all you could do is give yourself some profound advice. What would you whisper in your own ear?
Invest in something bigger than you.
Okay.
Whether it be others, a community.
So what you mean is put your heart into something else, something bigger than you.
Yeah.
Not just money.
Yeah. We're just chasing.
That's big. That's profound.
People are inherently, or I say inherently, people are selfish. People are selfish, man.
Yeah.
It is important to take care of yourself.
Indeed.
Like you said, you got to keep yourself up here.
Sure.
But why? Right. What's your why?
Right.
You got to have something other than just being self-absorbed.
That's fascinating. You said it. People are selfish. I think when we are operating in immaturity, we are selfish.
Yes.
But
Correct.
as soon as we become or we begin to mature, we start to let go of that selfish behavior. Yeah, amen.
Still
Me too.
All right. Well, it's it's a practice. It's an experiment.
It's a process.
I'm an experiment.
Yeah.
I'm a lab rat, man.
I'm in a petri dish.
That's right.
They keep putting these maturity drops in there. And I feel like I'm going the right way.
The Southeast Texas mosquito with off. You just like lick it up and be like,
Right.
got any more?
I wasn't too bad. What's the blood? Yeah.
Right.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yes. No, that's good. Good.
That's good stuff.
Good answer. Good self-talk. Talking to that 17-year-old self. Woo.
Well,
Yeah.
Paul, it has been an honor and a
Yes.
privilege to have you with us today. I hope that we've met your expectations.
Oh, yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
We've talked about you coming on the show now for over a year. I've actually mentioned it to you a few times, and we've gone back and forth. Schedules, I guess, just never lined up, and we never got serious about it. And then I just kept seeing you lately in strange ways. You're like a fungus; you keep popping up. Can't get rid of it. But we really are proud to have you. And
It's been fantastic getting to hang out with you guys, even in this setting. I say even in, like kind of on the spot, but not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just regular old conversation.
That's it.
Good.
Kicking it.
That's
Good
what it's
deal.
all
Thank
about.
you for that. That's
So what I'd like to do, if you're up for it, I'd like to get to know you even a little better and let our audience do so. At some point, we do a live show every Tuesday at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Tuesdays at 10. And we talk about some controversial topics on those shows. And I'd love to have you as a contributor on one of those if you'd like.
Yeah. No, that'd be fun.
awesome.
We talk politics, we talk religion, we talk current events, we talk self-help, we talk all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
Family, all kinds of stuff. So is there anything that you'd like to
Probably watch a tennis match because I keep trying. I'm trying to be an active listener.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
doing great.
No, you're doing fine.
Yep.
But is there anything else that you'd like to get to the audience or say?
Information is crazy, right? Right here, there's so much information, and I caught myself doom scrolling the other day, as my nine-year-old daughter would tell me, "Dad, you doom scrolling? Oh, you're right. Get out of here, snap out of it.
Amen.
Let's go. Let's do something important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me throw you in there like I used to." Then I hurt my shoulder. But so she's athletic. I saw something and it said there's two different things. One of them is you are living someone else's dream. Like, and then also a buddy of mine, his last name is Batman.
Yeah.
Like Batman and
I
Robin.
know all of them. Yeah.
Do you?
I know all of the Batmans.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
I've known Paul since he was 2 years old.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
His son is lighting it up over there in Buena on the football field too. Shout out to my Batman people. Paul said one day, he said, "Man," and we were kind of just hanging out, drinking an adult beverage, not getting carried away. But he goes, "Man, you know what? I remember being a kid, dreaming that I have a nice truck, nice bass boat, a hot wife, and a nice house. Here I am." I'm like, dude, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Like, if I go back and look, I remember times in my life where I was like, I never thought I would live in a house this nice. And I'm not living in, Playboy Mansion or anything.
Right.
That was really not a good reference. But
No,
anyway,
your head went there. So
anyway, it was a
whatever.
big house, right?
Right.
Big house.
It was a big house.
Yeah, but dude, I got a nice house. I drive a reliable vehicle. Let's keep it that way.
Right.
And, I've got beautiful children. I've got an incredible wife. I'm surrounded by good people. What are we doing here?
Right.
Like sometimes you got to absorb it a little bit and then get back on it.
That's right. That's very profound.
Very.
And it reminds me of a response that I give, and you may have heard me say it. People all the time ask each other, "How you doing today?" or "How's it going?" or whatever. And I give the same response every time: better than I deserve.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. I don't say it just as a platitude. I really genuine. That's what I believe.
It's real.
Right.
It's authentic.
It's 100% from my heart. And if someone ever asks me, what do you mean by that? I give them the explanation.
The whole thing.
Like
You're ready. You got a minute?
What you want, I'll give it to you because I can show you what I
What you asked for.
Yes.
Yes.
But thank you so much,
Oh,
really,
thank
for
y'all.
sharing your heart, sharing
Yeah.
your life, sharing your journey with our audience. Everybody out there, thank you guys for being a part of the Pursuit of Purpose podcast. And we thank you for allowing us to become a part of the pursuit of your purpose. I'm Rob.
I'm Chuck.
And today we've had with us
Paul.
All right.
from Pauly's Lead Slinger Gun Shop. If you're in the Southeast Texas area or not, make sure you connect with him. Check out his amazing stuff and products and watch what he's coming out with in the future. Should be some exciting stuff. And y'all have a great day. We'll talk soon.